Luis Ortiz has verbally agreed to fight Dillian Whyte on December 22nd in London. Now, interestingly, Luis Ortiz's manager didn't actually want Luis Ortiz to take this fight. Jay Jimenez, the guy's name is, he says, "I don't want the fight. I told Luis no because we already offered him the fight here for the December 1st card and Whyte refused. And when the WBC gave him a mandatory against us, he also refused. So why go on his terms and fly to the UK? That makes no sense. There is only so much I could do. As a manager, my job is to give the best advice and be there for my team. But he's a grown man, and the truth is the fighter is the boss. So at the end, they always have the last word. So I guess we'll be in the UK soon." So yeah, those are the words of Jay Jimenez. He also adds here, "If not Whyte, I would like Luis to face Kubrat Pulev or Alexander Povetkin next." So we'll see here. Dillian Whyte said he'd be willing to fight Luis Ortiz on December 22nd, but I did ask the question, is he serious about fighting Luis Ortiz on December 22nd in this instance, or is it a negotiation tactic to try and smoke Dereck Chisora out? Because Chisora is driving a very hard bargain now, apparently. If he's looking to go in a different direction and have a pay-per-view, because this will be a pay-per-view. If he's looking to have a pay-per-view against somebody else, maybe Dereck Chisora will think, okay, I can't miss the opportunity. There's too much money on the table here. So if Dillian's offering me 30% or whatever the case may be, it's going to be more than I'm going to find in any other fight right now. So let me take it. That might be Dillian's intention, or maybe he really intends on fighting Luis Ortiz and he's done with Dereck Chisora. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And either way, we're going to find out in due course, because we are approaching mid-October now. So there's only a couple of months till December 22nd, right before Christmas. We'll see if Dillian Whyte is willing to step in there against Luis Ortiz. The atmosphere would be tremendous, I think. And a fight like this really needs to be announced long beforehand, because December 22nd, people are obviously gearing up for Christmas and what have you. So you want to sell the arena out long before December, actually, because once it gets into December, if you're not sold out, people are not really going to be so keen on putting their hands in their pockets, you know, with Christmas just a few days away. So yeah, if it goes ahead, it'll be a tremendous atmosphere at the O2 Arena, and it will probably be a tremendous fight. And I applaud both men for taking the fight if it goes ahead, and the winner will become the second mandatory for the WBC World Heavyweight title. The first mandatory will still be Dominic Breazeale, so he's going to get a crack at the winner of Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. And there might be a little conflict there, actually, because if Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder have got a two-way rematch clause, that might get in the way of the WBC mandatory. So we'll have to see what happens there. We'll have to see how forceful Dominic Breazeale and his team are going to be, and how forceful the WBC will be, or how lenient they'll be with regards to enforcing their mandatory. So I suspect the WBC will be lenient in this instance, but you never know. Let me know what you guys feel in the comment section below. Will Dillian Whyte actually take this fight, or has Luis Ortiz called his bluff? Or perhaps Luis Ortiz might come with unreasonable requests for this fight. How much of a percent split does he want here? And as I mentioned in the previous video, asking Dillian Whyte to fight him on the December 1st card, this is not realistic. It's a Frank Warren show. Dillian Whyte is an Eddie Hearn fighter. You think Frank Warren is going to pay Dillian Whyte the kind of money that Whyte's own promoter would pay him to fight on a Frank Warren undercard? I don't see it. Think about it. The majority of the money from the Fury Wilder, for the Fury Wilder show is going to be going to Fury and Wilder. And it's a gamble anyway, because nobody knows how many pay-per-views that's actually going to sell. Do they really want to gamble even more and pay Dillian Whyte millions to fight Luis Ortiz on the undercard? I don't know. Maybe they do, but I'd be surprised if they did. I would have to imagine that Dillian Whyte would get far more money fighting Luis Ortiz at the O2 on the Eddie Hearn show on December 22nd than he would get facing Luis Ortiz on a Frank Warren undercard on December 1st. So let me know what you guys feel in the comment section below. If the fight does take place, who are you picking? I'm 100% sure that 100% of the Deontay Wilder diehards are going to be picking Ortiz to knock Dillian Whyte out. And as I said in my previous video, most of them don't even think Dillian Whyte will take the fight. If Dillian Whyte does take the fight, they're going to have to give him some credit. They're going to be made to look silly if he does take the fight, first and foremost. If he doesn't take it, hey, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We don't know why he might not take it. Maybe he just feels like there's no point in taking on such a dangerous fight without a title shot attached to it. Maybe he feels like the Dereck Chisora fight will make him more money. I mean, who knows why he might turn it down if he decides to go that route. All right. And if he takes it, give him the credit that he deserves. And if he wins it, oh my gosh, that will shatter some people's worlds if he wins it. You know, Dillian Whyte called out Luis Ortiz a couple years back when Luis Ortiz was signed to Matchroom, when he was signed to Eddie Hearn for a couple of fights. Dillian Whyte called him out. It's funny how the Wilder fanboys never seem to mention that. But he called Luis Ortiz out when Ortiz was signed to Matchroom, and Ortiz didn't say nothing. So, yeah, let me know how you feel, people. It's happening, I'm out.
Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.